What happens to your penis if you don't have sex? If you don't have sex for a long time, if you have sex infrequently, what can happen to your penis?
Guys,
I'm going to give you four main things that I want to talk about today that changes that you can see in your penis if you don't have sex. Let's just jump right in. Let's start with the first one, okay? The first one is that infrequent sex can actually cause the tissue on your penis, around your penis, to become less elastic, okay? And it can also shrink. Now, this can actually lead to your penis being 1 to 2 centimeters shorter. So that is something that can actually happen with infrequent sex, not having sex. Your penis can kind of shrink due to decreased elasticity of the tissue around on the penis and also sort of shrinkage. So keep this in mind. All
now
right, moving on to the next thing. And I think this is really important. Okay, number two. What else happens if you don't have sex? What happens to your penis? Well, infrequent sex may actually lead to erectile dysfunction. That's right. Infrequent sex, not having sex, can in a person who has a penis could actually lead to a higher risk of erectile dysfunction later on in life. Now, there's a number of reasons why this potentially may be the case. And I also want to say, this is not one size fits all, okay? But this is according to some of the best evidence we have at this time. These are some general principles that we do think apply to many people who have penises, okay? But yes, it is often thought that infrequent sex in some people may lead to a higher risk of erectile dysfunction later on in life, okay? Moving on, number three, okay? Erections are very important because what happens when someone gets an erection is that there is blood flow that goes into the penis. That is one of the main things that causes it to be erect. It is blood flow. Now, remember, blood flow is really important to our whole body for so many different reasons. Blood carries oxygen, all sorts of it, does a lot of things. So blood flow in general, for most parts of our body and most things, is actually a good thing. It is for a penis as well, because an erection means there is blood flow. So sex, or an erection rather, means there's an increased blood flow to the penis, which tends to lead to stronger and longer erections, and sort of really contributes to a healthy penis, penis health in general. Meaning, when you have erections, you're really contributing to your overall penis health. Let me put it that way. Hopefully that makes sense. You're contributing to your overall penis health because erections means that there is blood flow going into the penis, and that is good for your overall penis health. Stronger, longer erections, etc., potentially. If you're not having erections, if you're not having erections frequently, etc., you may be at a disadvantage. You may not have that advantage that some other people may have if they are having, more frequent erections, okay? So keep that in mind. That erection is about blood flow, and blood flow to the penis, that's a good thing, okay? Moving on, the last thing I want to talk about, the fourth and final thing, is regarding ejaculation, okay? So I think this is so interesting, but there have been some studies that actually show that men who ejaculate more may actually have a lower risk of prostate cancer. That sounds like good news to me, and I have a feeling it probably sounds like good news to a lot of people. And I think it's also hopefully reassuring to you as you're watching this video that, this idea of erections, it's actually a physiological function that is healthy for our body. Ejaculation, actually, we think of as sort of a healthy process, okay, for our body. So this sort of plays into that and plays a role in that some of these studies, again, have shown that, men who ejaculate more may have a lower risk of prostate cancer, okay? And that's something really important to keep in mind. The point here is that not only should we be taking care of our minds and our heart and our kidneys and our liver and our pancreas and our extremities and all sorts of stuff, our skin, but our sexual organs are not just for sex. They also have a place and a role in our overall health. When it comes to the penis, erections are healthy. It means blood flow. Ejaculation can be very healthy, and so much more. And by the way, these four things that I mentioned are just for things that can happen if you don't have sex, things that can happen to the penis if you don't have sex, potentially, right? There are so many other things. You think about the psychological aspect. Remember that sexuality, sexual intercourse, being sexually involved with someone, there's intimacy in that. There is a lot that goes on and in with that gives us benefit, okay, that I'm not mentioning, that you may not get if you're not intimate with someone or sexually involved, okay? So keep that in mind. This is just a beginning. But just remember, okay, that, sexual health is very, very important. As always, I am an advocate of safe sex, appropriate sex, consensual sex, and all of the above. What I would say is if you have any questions about any of this, ask your doctor. Use this video as a starting point to say, hey, doc, I want to talk to you about X, Y, or Z, ABC. A healthy sex life can be very, very important for our overall health. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know. Please write in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Share this video with anyone you think could benefit from it.